Ever get that feeling something's not right, but you don't know why? It's almost that the emotions are overwhelming you and you can't work out in your head what's wrong, what you need to do in order to quell that emotional tension. What I want to do in this video is to show you how you can start to get your emotions and your thoughts on the same page. Hi, welcome back to another video with me, Philip Carasson, for Therapy in London. So, over the last couple of weeks, what I've done is introduce to you new ways in which you can start to get your emotions and your thoughts on the same page. By all means, have a look at the playlist over the last couple of weeks in order to understand where we've been and where we are now. So last week what I did was look at it from a more cognitive viewpoint. Essentially, people sometimes think before they feel. And this week what I want to do is look at the other point of view. People that feel before they think. And people that are going to benefit from this video are the sorts of people that have that knot inside of them and they can't work out what that knot means. It might feel like anxiety or tension, but they can't work out where that anxiety and tension came from. Maybe it's been living with you for much of your life. It's a sort of feeling that's always been in you and you've almost learnt to live with it. Rather than trying to understand it, it's just become a part of you, a part of your identity. And by understanding it, we can start to release that tension, that knot inside of you, so that you don't have to carry it around anymore. Let's think about that knot for a minute. Why does it live inside you? Why has it been there for so long? Well, in a way it might be easier for you to live with that knot rather than to look inside and to see what that knot actually means. Maybe it's something in your past, something that you've always tried to distance yourself from. Or there's the other point of view, which is maybe you haven't learnt the emotional language in which to understand what that feeling means. We live in a society which always tells us not to feel sad, unhappy, depressed, angry. Instead, we're meant to feel happy, content all the time. And that's not realistic. No one is ever going to feel happy and content all the time, because how do we know what happy and content means if we didn't have the adverse, the sadness, the depression? So let's say that you've got this knot inside you. You've been feeling it for so long and all of a sudden you can almost see it. What do? Because we might not have the emotional language in order to understand what that knot means, or in fact we might be too scared to look inward, because what's in that treasure chest? What's in that box that we've hidden from ourselves from so long? What I'm going to do now is to show you a way in which you can start to unravel that box. You can open it and see what's inside. So it doesn't have to impact you in the same way. It doesn't have to hold you back. You don't have to be scared of it, because by looking inside, it's going to help you to understand yourself and be in a position in which you can start to unravel that emotional knot. So let's look inward. What does that knot feel like? What does it look like? What are the textures? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it plastic? Is it wood? Is it rope? By getting a textured idea of what this knot means, you're starting to make it real. You're starting to conceptualize it. You're starting to bring it from an emotional point of view. What you're doing is you're bringing all that emotion up into your mind, into your brain. And when that happens, don't be shocked if all of a sudden you get memories from the past. Someone telling you in the past that you weren't good enough. Maybe someone telling you, don't go and do that task because you'll never succeed. And all that has been suppressed and has been living in your solar plexus, in that knot. Experiences that you've had to understand and have developed into you, into what's made you you, into your identity. That tension is what's kept you in that perpetual loop, over and over, acting in the same way, a way that you don't want to act, but a way that you felt compelled to act. Do the same exercise that I told you to do just moments ago, but for the tension. Rather than the feeling that you've been harboring, what does this new feeling feel like? Is it still the same knot? Is it something else? Is it the same color, the same texture? If you can learn to live with that tense, prickly feeling, it's going to help you to transition through and be able to unravel any issues that you've been facing in your life. What I've done in this video is to show you a way in which you can start to understand what that knot, what that emotion that you've been running away from means. And by keeping the emotion and the cognition on the same page, it's going to help you to work out new ways to live and to transition through life living the way you want to live, rather than always feeling that you are not good enough, or you have to get out of situations which you know are going to do you good and you know that you want to do, but you've never felt able to. By all means, leave any comment. Please do subscribe, and if you've got any questions that you'd like me to answer, send me an email. Again, leave them in the comment section down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned something, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Take care.